western harbor, coming on into the shore. Coming on into the western harbor, coming on in for the oar. When I sail for the western harbor, I never come here to stay. We make the docking work like a clock, 'cause leaving's just hours away. 29 men to sail the ship and move the mountains of ore. 60,000 tons in the hold, 5 times more than ships before. I've been a long time sailing these craters, I've been a long time sailing these lakes. It's a little like chasing a lover, it's a little like catching a one you hate. I work around the clock in my 4 hours, I give my all to my mates. Come time for myself and nobody else, I got my own life while I'm off for it.
I'm at the SS Meteor Museum in Superior, Wisconsin. One weekend a year, people from all walks of life come up here to make this ship tip-top like it was sailing. I'm Ryan McGivern, and this is the last of the Whalebacks.
These unique ships were designed by Great Lakes shipmaster and inventor Alexander McDougall. He was born in Scotland and moved to the United States when he was 9. At 26, he became a ship captain, and at 40, he began to build his unique design of the Whalebacks. There were 44 Whalebacks built, and all but a few were built in the American Steel Barge Company, which started in Duluth, Minnesota, and moved to Superior, Wisconsin. In 1969, the Meteor sailed into some shallow waters and damaged about 20 feet of her hull along the midline or keel at the stern. She was repaired, but the citizens of Superior, Wisconsin were afraid it would be scrapped, so they banded together after identifying the SS Meteor as an important part of the Great Lakes maritime history, and brought her back to Fraser Shipyards, where she was launched. She's been a seasonal tourist attraction at nearby Barker's Island since 1972.
Well, the restoration weekend is fantastic. There's so much camaraderie that it's like when people come, it's like seeing old friends. A lot of it is preservation and saving the integrity of the ship. Also kind of adding new exhibits.
We are an amazing bunch of volunteers with a lot of skill. You know, it's just in awe for me, you know, after seeing what it was like before and what it's like now. It's just awesome. The place looked horrible. The corrosion all over the place. The paint was literally hanging in sheets. And we started in the engine room because that was considered the worst looking of every place in here.
This year we have 80 tasks to complete. One was painting the walkways on either side, the expansion tank area up front from the pilot house forward needed to be painted the original history color of tile red.
Historically, this is the only whaleback that a non-diver can see.
Imagine being out here in a gale force wind or a gale force storm happening where the waves are crashing over the bow. You're not sure when it goes down, if it's going to pop back up.
Why do you want to get in there? Why do you want to get in there?
The anxiety involved in diving a shipwreck is unbelievable. You come down and all of a sudden visibility goes away and it gets dark. Bam! There's the shipwreck. Instantly you become addicted to shipwreck diving.
But who clears the rivers and the harbors and the bays? Just one man, don't forget his name if you're looking to get in there. The captain started on the Erie Canal. As a man of 19 he dug her well, and westward bound across the lakes, opening harbors in his wake. Why do you want to get in there? Why do you want to get in there? There's nothing but mud and sand and gravel lying in the bottom of the seas you travel. Why do you want to get in there? He cleared Entered St. Mary's and the mighty Sioux unlocked the gates for ships to pass through. Then westward bound across the greatest lake to where St. Louis River meets St. Louis Bay. Why do you wanna get in there? Why do you wanna get in there? There's nothing but mud and sand and gravel lying in the bottom of the seas you travel. Why do you wanna get in there? Captain Barker built the island that bears his name, open in the bottom of the world's finest bay. I never stopped to ask or wonder, why do you wanna get in there? Why do you wanna get in there? Why do you wanna get in there? There's nothing but mud and sand and gravel lying in the bottom of the seas you travel. Why do you wanna get in there?
Downbound from Duluth, they come to the bay they call Chequamegon. Downbound from Duluth, they come to Bayfield or Ashland. Faced with foggy or smoky skies, thick darkness blocking the light, maybe they need a sound for a sign. Raspberry Island in 1903, when the fog signal made its first sound. Charlie stoked the fire, climbed the stairs, checked the light like a clock's hand. He'd start back around. First thought the apostles were 12. They turned out to be 22. Beautiful islands in broad daylight, and a maze in the night to steer through. He used to blow Gabriel's horn, praying that tone pierced the dark. Over the channel toward Sand Island shore, give those captains an audible mark. Raspberry Island in 1903, when the fog signal made its first sound. Charlie stoked the fire, climbed the stairs, checked the light like a clock's hand. He'd start back around. 8 men brought the boilers up the bank in June of 1903. Followed by coal, it was 22 tons, and by August she's ready to steam. 3-second blast she would sound, 17 seconds between. 3 times each minute through the fog or the smoke, the 10-inch steam whistle would scream. Raspberry Island in 1903, when the fog signal made its first sound. Charlie stoked the fire, climbed the stairs, checked the light like a clock's hand. He'd start back around. Downbound from Duluth, they come to the bay they call Chequamegon.
Well, they signaled the bridge to sail her through the Duluth Ship Canal, the passageway to the western harbor that the captain knew so well. But he was turning the ship when he should have had it all wind up straight. So he hit the pier and sliced her rope and taken water in the very worst way. But it's to his credit that the trouble didn't find him anything short of a wake. For just a little way beyond the pier, it's 30 fathoms to the bottom of the lake. Well, if he had a little trouble sailing her out, he had no trouble saving the day. He threw that throttle into full reverse and backed her into the bay. But it wasn't very long, with a big hole gaping and water pouring inside, that the Charles M. Beagley sank to the bottom 3 feet over her water line. Turning her screw in the mud in the bottom and pumping from the ballast tanks, the Charles M. Beagley crawled to the shipyard across the bottom of the bay. Well, this is where the story of the sinking of the Charles M. Beagley should end, 'cause they raised her up and they patched her hole and got her ready to sail again. But it wasn't his day to get out of bed. It wasn't any day